Now let us work out an example, a numerical. Fine. Let me read out this example. Let me read out a constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg. There is an object of mass 5 kg and constant force is being acted upon the body. Let us see that. Here is an object whose mass is 5 kg and a force is applied on this body. For a duration of 2 seconds, this force is applied for a duration of 2 seconds. T equal to 2 seconds. And this force, it increases the object's velocity from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. Earlier this was moving with the velocity, initial velocity 3 meter per second. Okay? When the force is applied, its velocity increased from 3 to 5 meter per second. The same object, mass is same, 5 kg only, and now its velocity is 7 meter per second. Before applying the force, what was its initial velocity? 3 meter. When the force is applied, velocity increased from 3 to 7 meter. Before there was no force. But still, the object was moving with 3 meter per second. In between, when the force is applied, its velocity is changed. Okay? Just like a boy riding a bicycle. A boy riding a bicycle with 3 meter per second. When suddenly somebody applies the force on the bicycle, somebody comes and pushes the bicycle, like here, then its velocity changes from 3 to 7 meter per second, but mass remains same. So that force applied on the bicycle, on this body, for about 2 seconds only, then removed. 2 seconds, force applied and then removed, velocity increased. So how much force is applied here? Find the magnitude of the force. As we know that force is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. Force is equal to m, acceleration, change in velocity divided by time. Now mass is 5 kg. The mass of this object is 5 kg. Change in velocity 7 minus 3. 7 final. 3 initial. 7 minus 3. Change in velocity. And that change in velocity occurred during the time 2 seconds. So this is 7 minus 3, 4. 4 by 2, 2. 5 into 2, 10 Newton. How? 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay? That 4 by 2 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 5 into 2 is 10 Newton. So 10 Newton force is applied. Fine. Now the next question is, if this force, the 10 Newton force, which is applied for duration 5 seconds, if 10 Newton of force, if this 10 Newton of force is applied on this body, on the same body, for 5 seconds, then what will be the velocity? This 7 meter per second is the velocity attained by this body when this 10 Newton of force is applied for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. If this 10 Newton of force is applied on this body for 5 seconds, what will be its velocity? How to calculate? As we know that F is equal to m into v minus u by t. Same form. F is 10 Newton, m is 5, v to be calculated u 3 only divided by t. T means 5. Okay. So 5 ones are 5 twos are, then 5 into 2, 5 into 2, 10. 10 is equal to v minus 3, or v is equal to 10 plus 3, that is 13 meter per second. This 13 meter per second. But here duration is 5 seconds. So 5 into 2 is 10. 5 into 2 is 10. V minus final velocity we have to calculate. Final velocity after that 10 Newton of force is applied for 5 seconds, its velocity is 13 meter per second. Fine. So this is about how to use this formula to work out a numerical. Now I will move on to another new concept, that is impulse of force. Impulse of a force. What is impulse of a force? Look here. Impulse of a force. Impulse of a force. Right? Which is denoted by the symbol I. Impulse of force. Simply we call it as impulse of force. Impulse of force. Right. Okay. Yeah. Impulse of force is nothing but change in momentum. Impulse of force, I is equal to change in momentum. That is the definition of impulse of force. Change in momentum of a body is known as impulse of a force. Change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. I is equal to m is common, v minus u. As we know that this v minus u, that is change in velocity, how do we write? Okay, look here. F is equal to m into v minus u by t. F is equal to m into v minus u by t. This F into t is equal to m v minus u. So I substitute that value of m into v minus u is nothing but f into t. Therefore, I is equal to f into t. Impulse of force is the product of force applied on the body and the time taken to apply that force. I is equal to Ft. Impulse of force is the product of force and the time. Fine. The SI unit of impulse of force. The SI unit of impulse of force is Newton second. As we know that the SI unit of momentum, what is the SI unit of momentum? Momentum, mass is measured in kg, velocity is measured in meter per second. So the SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second. Similarly, the SI unit of impulse of force is Newton second. And this impulse of force is also a vector quantity. Force is vector quantity and time is scalar quantity. Right. What is the use of this impulse of force in our day-to-day life? A cricketer, while catching a ball, he lowers his hands. Okay, to reduce the force acting on the hands, or to prevent from the injuries, to avoid the injuries on the hands. So what is happening here? When he lowers his hands, the time of fall of the ball increases. As the time increases, force decreases. As the force decreases, rate of change of momentum decreases. As the momentum decreases, then the hands are saved. The hands are saved from the hurt. So this is a very important application of impulse of force. I repeat, while catching a cricket ball, the cricketer lowers his hands, takes his hands backward. As he takes his hands backward, time of fall increases. The rate of change of momentum decreases, force decreases, therefore hands are saved. Even in case of long jump, an athlete jumps on the sand bed. As he jumps on the sand bed, the time of fall increases. The force on the legs decreases. Therefore, his legs will receive less force. Therefore, no injuries. But if the same athlete jumps on the hard surface, what will happen? The time becomes zero. There is no change in momentum. As the time becomes zero, as this time becomes zero, then there is no change in momentum. When there is no change in momentum, a large force acts upon the legs, then he receives more injuries. So in order to save from the injuries, he has to jump on the sand bed where the momentum decreases. As the time increases, force decreases. Therefore, he will receive less injuries, or in other words, he will not have any injury. Fine. His legs or hands are saved from the injuries. Okay. As all of us know that, whenever a passenger gets down from a moving bus or a moving train, he has to run in the direction of motion to avoid injuries, to avoid falling down. If he tries to stand, what will happen? He falls. Because as he is moving in the bus or the train, he will have momentum. That momentum should not come to zero suddenly. When he jumps from the train or the bus, he has to run in the direction of motion. Therefore, his momentum will come to rest slowly, force will reduce, and then he will not fall. When the momentum of the body comes to zero suddenly, then that body will get damaged. That person will receive injuries. So these are few examples that we have come across in our day-to-day life. Fine. Then coming to another important law, which is known as Newton's third law. What is that Newton's third law? We studied about Newton's first law. We studied about Newton's second law. Now we are going to study about Newton's third law. What is Newton's first law? Every body in a state of rest or state of uniform motion continues to be in the same state until and unless the body is compelled by an external force. Law of inertia. Second law. The rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to force. F is equal to ma. Now we are at the discussion of Newton's third law. It's very popular. It's very famous. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Okay? For example, when a rocket is launched, of course, the launching of a rocket is based on the principle of conservation of momentum. It also works on Newton's third law. What is the action and reaction in case of launching of a rocket? Newton's third law states that Newton's third law. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Action and reaction are always equal and opposite. Action and reaction are always equal and opposite. Negative sign indicates that reaction is always against action. And I gave you an example of launching of a rocket. Here is a rocket. Okay. This shows the burnt gas, the exhausted gas. Here, this gas, the burnt gas. As we know that the fuel is burnt here in a 4-stage rocket or a 3-stage rocket. The fuel is burned. White kerosene is burned. White kerosene is used as a fuel. As the fuel is poured through the nozzle, through the hole, the exhaust gas comes out. This is the gas which is coming out with a great speed. This we call it is action. The exhaust gas that is coming through a nozzle is the action. What is the reaction? The rocket moving upward is the reaction. This is the reaction. As we have seen in a filled air balloon, when the air comes out, the balloon moves forward. Moving the air backward is the action, and the balloon moves forward is the reaction. So we can write action and reaction pair. For example, while swimming, What is the action? Pushing the water backward. Pushing the water backward is the action. What is the reaction? Moving forward. Moving forward is the reaction. You take a ball and then throw towards the wall. That ball hitting the wall is the action. What is the action? Ball hitting the wall surface is the action. What is the reaction? The ball returning back. The ball bouncing back is the reaction. While a person walking, what is the action and reaction pair? What is the action? Pushing the ground backward. While walking, we push the ground backward like this. While walking, we push the ground backward. That is action. And we move forward. We move forward. That's the reaction. Why? In case of a rowing boat, what is the action and reaction? The action is pushing the water backward by the stick is the action. What is the reaction? The boat moving forward. The boat moving forward is the reaction. And in another example, a boy jumping from the boat to the bank of a river. Okay? Jumping is the action and the boat moving backward is the reaction. Like that we have plenty of example situation in our day-to-day life. When we beat a person with a bare hand, what is the action? The action is the beating that person is the action. What is the reaction? Our palm that gets pain is the reaction. So, this action and reaction are always acting on different surfaces. When we beat a person, where is the action? The action is on the surface of the person, on the skin of that person. That is the action. What is the reaction? Reaction is the pain that we are getting is the reaction. So action and reaction are always acting on different surfaces, not on the same surface. How do we write mathematically? For example, here is a table and a book is kept. A book is kept. What is the action? Weight. Weight is the action. What is the reaction? The force that is exerted by the table on the book is the reaction. So, reaction is equal to weight, or weight is equal to reaction. But the net force on the system, on the balanced system, is 0. That is W plus R is equal to 0. So this completes about Newton's third law of motion. That is, for every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Thank you.